week. Woo!
Listen to the engine moaning out his one song. You think about the woman, the girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do. When you're riding 16 hours, there's nothing much to do. And you don't feel much like riding, you just wish the truth was true. Here I am, on the road again. Here I am, on the stage. Here I go, then start again. Here I go, turn the page. Sweet walking.
Whew. Okay guys, 5 hard pose rounds down. Shit is a workout. Let's do a bit of the routine, shall we?
On the long lonesome highway, east of Omaha, listen to the engine moaning out his one song. Think about the woman, the girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do. When you're riding 16 hours, there's nothing much to do. And you don't feel much like riding, you just wish the truth was true. Here I am, on the road again.
We are 1 week out. It's peak week, begins today. So just checked in with Kuba, 107.4 kilograms this morning. Getting very dry now. Obviously the fatigue washing off, some inflammation coming off, and I've been given a food bump today, and it's just a little bit of extra carbs, a little bit of extra fats, nothing crazy yet. We're kind of just doing like where I was ready fat loss wise 2 weeks out. We're kind of just slowly bringing food up so we don't have to do these big hard heavy days which could, you know, disrupt digestion. I will have some heavier days nearer to the show, but right now we're just creeping things up. I did just do a full day of eating, so I won't do a full rundown. It's basically, I've just been given like an extra 50 gram of dry weight rice across the day, bump of 25 gram of cream of rice and an avocado in a meal. So just like a little bit of extra carbs, a little bit of extra fats, just as I'm getting tighter and tighter from, you know, the water retention coming off, from the stress coming off the body, from low steps, and yeah, just resting up. And I've been sleeping so much better as well, which is such a relief. The main struggle for me on prep has not been appetite, and like, you know, my training hasn't slipped, my intensity is still absolutely flying. The only issues I've had is like sleep quality. Like some nights I'm fine, like last night, the night before, literally asleep and out at 9 p.m. and I'll wake up sort of like 5, 6, maybe wake up 3 times in the night. So for prep, that's good, especially with my condition, like glutes being fully in. But then other nights I might just be laying there staring at the ceiling and you almost get in a bit of a panic, right? So it's just one of those, things you have to deal with. So today, push day is on the cards. Looking forward to showing you the post-workout pumped look. Did put some Winstrol in as well, which was 25 milligrams. So that is continuing to push on some level of dry graininess. And I'm getting ready for meal one, which is, I won't do a full day of eating because I've only just done one and the video is consumed by food. So I'm just kind of going to give you a little bit of an update, do some training, do some posing. It's 1 week out, so I thought I'd give a quick update. So here I've made my cream of rice, haven't put the berries in yet. So 100 grams of cream of rice, 20 grams of dark chocolate, which is just absolutely sublime with my first meal because I haven't had this in months, dark chocolate with my first meal on training day. And then guys, a very big tip for you is when you're doing your sodium intake, measure it all out at the beginning of the day. So right now I'm on 1.5 grams of pink salt per meal. That includes all my cream of rice and oats and everything, and then 1 gram of low salt per meal. So this is the balance that I need for my sodium potassium intake. And then I'm having, I haven't got it on me, but 8 liters of water per day. And that's just very consistent every single day, just so that when we start loading, everything's consistent, everything stays the same. I won't be doing water cuts. You know, you can see the level of dryness. Like, I really don't need to do that. I need to play into fullness. Where I'm like, you know, 6'3", you can run the risk of looking a bit stringy. So I need to, you know, the condition is there, so I need to be full now. So I really do not want to be playing around with water. I actually, from data that we've collected from check-ins and how I can see myself, I always look better with some water in me. So right now I'm checking in with 750 ml of water in and an espresso coffee. What I do first thing every single morning is scoop of Hydromax with my, I'll wake up about 5:30. I'll have a scoop of Hydromax, then I will also mix in with the same bottle, scoop of glutathione. I say a scoop, a serving, I'll weigh it out obviously. Glutathione, which is for like oxidative stress on the body, and then also 10 grams of glutamine powder, which is for hydration and also digestion as well. The main thing I take this is for digestion across the day. So I have 10 grams of this first thing in the morning and 10 grams pre-workout as well. And then obviously I'll take all my like fat burners right now. Clen has been brought down to 40 mcg, so that's probably helping with the sleep as well. So fat loss is done, so that's just kind of trickling over, come down from 100 to 40. T4 is still at 200 mcg. T3 is at 25 mcg, and that will run the same till the end. So I'll take those, take 50 milligram of Anavar, 25 milligram of Winstrol first thing in the morning. I don't like taking it pre-workout. I know a lot of people take like the orals pre-workout. With like taking the pre-workout, all the artificial sweeteners, the intra-workout, I sometimes feel like it messes with my stomach. So I just get the orals in first thing in the morning, but you want to take them away from your health supplements. So I'll take the Winnie and the Anavar like straight away as soon as I wake up with the Clen, just to remember, and I'll do my 3 IU of growth hormone. And then sort of like after I've done my check-in, sort of an hour later, 90 minutes later, I'll take all my health sup, so vital support, omegas, heart care, and all those bits, all right? So yeah, got this, gonna add 100 grams of frozen berries to this, which will be 50 grams of frozen raspberries, 50 grams of blueberries, cinnamon, bosh, done. Sit, watch YouTube. I've got some check-ins. It's Saturday. I do have a decent amount of check-ins on the Saturday, just for the people that work, you know, long shifts during the week. I like to prioritize their check-ins to be on the weekend, just so they have time to get up and do their check-ins. So I'll do that. And then it's honestly right now, I'm just trying to keep rest and recovery at paramount. Like when I don't have work to do, I'm just laying on the sofa. Like I'm really trying to chill out. And for me, my opinion is, well, it's not my opinion, it's a true fact. The best physique on stage is the most rested and the most fresh. So on peak week, you honestly just want to keep your stress to absolutely minimal, and that's physical and mental. So right now, like, you know, my phone's on do not disturb. You know, incrementally I'll check WhatsApp for my client communications, but I'm not sat there. Like, I find just scrolling social media very socially, like very mentally draining. And like by the end of the day, I'm just wired. I find my sleep is so much improved where I'm just trying to keep off social media. Like I'll do my posts, like I'll communicate with my clients. But when there's nothing to do, I'm just sat on the sofa just watching like chilled YouTubes or like a TV series or a film, like just trying to keep my mind at ease. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. And from that, my sleep's improved. My mental side of things is just so chilled. Like my days are just really relaxed at the moment with the lower steps. Like all I'm thinking about is training. Can't wait to get into the gym, envisioning the session, envisioning the stage, thinking about the process, and yeah, just trying to keep as a clear mind and relaxed mind as possible. I've realized I just waffled on for ages there, but this is pretty much just an update of the peak week. Yeah, anyways, ran over, let's get it done. Next time you'll speak, I'll be on, I'll show you my pre-workout supplementation, and then we'll hit a push day. All right, pre-workout meal is in, time to train push. So we have the supplementation of choice. Pump formula, trained by JP, pumpage, flavor is orange dreamsicle, by far my favorite flavor. It is so good. Stack this normally with Naughty Boy Menace, but it was out of stock unfortunately. So I got some trained by JP, do not fucking miss. Still does the job. Stimulant, caffeine pre with a pump formula. On top of this, I will have 10 grams of creatine. Okay, and then on top of that, I will have 10 grams of glutamine. Okay, that is my pre-workout of choice. Next, we have the intra-workout. So this is what I will drink during my training session. Performance Fuel, trained by JP. Flavor is orange and mango, very good. Carb powder, refuel the glycogen, push you through your sessions. And then we have an EAA, which I'll drink halfway through in a separate small water bottle. 20 grams of this to spike the muscle protein synthesis. So that is the stack, quite an in-depth stack, but hey, 1% matter in this game. Going to train push now, I will do a voiceover and then do some posing, and then we'll call it a day. Hello guys. Push day going down. Goal of this session is stimulate, not annihilate. Okay, I am 7 days out. So the goal of this session is to not bury myself with fatigue. It's to get a pump, drive blood into the muscle. We're starting off with lying cable lateral raise. Every exercise you'll see today is nice and stable, all machine work. It's pretty much what I do anyway, but you know, if you're in a peak week, you want everything to be, you know, massively tailored around injury prevention and fatigue management. So yeah, everything today will be 1 to 2 rep in reserve. You know, I'm not going to be building muscle here, obviously. Being 1 week out from the show, the goal here is to stay as fresh as possible and to maintain fullness. So going ape shit on sets, like really sending it to oblivion, you're not only risking injury, but you're also just tearing through your food. Like if you're in a peak, this is just warming up here on the prime incline. If you're on a peak week and just going extra mental because you've got more food, that extra food is just going into that. So we want to, you know, use the food to your advantage for fullness, stimulate, get a pump, and that's the goal of these sessions. So prime incline main press, elbows tucked to ensure that this is kept on the chest. You know, you don't want it so tucked all the way down that it's all tricep, but the main issue I see with especially incline pressing with people is very flared elbows, and this is going to be all in the front delt, and this is how I pressed for a very long time before this past off season. That's why my delts were so overpowering, my chest was so shit. So obviously this past off season I've massively improved my execution and my chest has come up a lot. So onto the flat prime press, lovely exercise this, can make this super nasty. As you can see, I'm not doing any like long pauses. Like I'm doing a controlled change of direction, but like I said, I'm not actually trying to cause muscle damage here. Being 1 week out, I'm just literally trying to be as controlled as possible and, you know, take the set as far as I can without getting to complete failure. So it's kind of like when I think I could probably squeeze out another one, I'll call it, because yeah, I'm not gaining anything from that rep, like grinding out a 50-50 rep or like the spotter dragging me out. I'm not building muscle there, I'm just getting fatigued. So yeah, onto the dip machine. Where this is in the session, you know, this is a compound movement. So I'm leaning over more, bringing in some lower chest, and some delts, and then obviously, you know, big on the tricep. And I kind of hybrid this into sort of like a JM press. We put like these little foam balls on the end so I can press down rather than having like a hammer grip. So it's almost like a little bit of a JM press. So yeah, where it is in the session, like before the isolations, that's what the goal of this is. And then onto the machine fly. As you can see, my forearms are on the grips. This is massively beneficial to keep this on the chest. All right, as I see this a lot, people are rolling the shoulders forward to try and finish off the rep or the set, and you're just going to be using your front delts. Okay, the goal is you want to keep your chest up and drive your biceps into your pec, and not rolling the shoulders forward. So when you've got your arms open like this, it pretty much makes it impossible to roll the shoulders forward. So it keeps it on the pec. Then onto the tricep work, just some dual rope tricep extension, simple enough. Pivot at the elbow, keep the upper arm cemented, you know, no swing of body weight. I did this, and then I also did an overhead sort of tricep extension machine to train the tricep in the lengthened, but I didn't film that because it was a bit busy. This one here is obviously for the short head of the tricep, so it is hardest in the contraction. So we just kind of want to hold that contraction there. But yeah, as you can see, I didn't really take it to fade. I'm just getting a pump there. And then finish with some bicep work. On push day, I like to do 2 tricep exercise and then 1 bicep. And then pull day will be 2 bicep, 1 tricep. I am really going to be focusing on my arms next off season. I want massive thick arms, especially for classics, so you can come along with me for the journey on how I'm going to grow my arms. Time for posing.